Hi everyone, my name is Sanchit and this is my YouTube sentiment analysis project. I'll walk you through the data collection from the YouTube API, the cleaning and preparation steps, and finally the analysis for task E1 and E3. Throughout the video, I'll show you exactly where each step occurs in my notebooks. I started to collect IPNB notebook. Under imports and setting, I loaded all the required libraries and defined the basic configuration for accessing the YouTube API. Then under the section C, I loaded my API credentials securely from a separate configuration file. This allowed me to authenticate properly before making API calls. Section D was used to test the API connection by retrieving the channel ID and channel title of a sample video. This confirmed my API key and request format were working correctly. Under section E, I implemented the functions to fetch all relevant videos from each news channel within the required time frame. This included retrieving the video title, published date, channel name, duration, and engagement metrics. Section F retrieves all the comments for each video ID. This steps collects the comment text, comment date like count, and parent comment ID. It required careful looping and error handling to avoid API request failures. Section G performs basic cleaning like removing symbols and converting text to lowercase. This improves readability before deeper cleaning in HD1. Finally, section H calls all the functions sequentially and saves the raw datasets, video.csv and comment.csv. These files were then passed into the main analysis notebook. Moving on to the HD1 IPNB notebook, section D begins the cleaning and preparation pipeline. Section D1 and D2 handle the core cleaning steps, such as removing punctuations, digits, and duplicates, lowercasing text, removing non-English comments, applying stop forward filtering, and dropping very short or empty comments. A major challenge here was that the comments dataset did not contain channel title. I solved this by merging comments with video datasets using video ID so that the sentiment could be grouped per channel in E1. I also standardized the dataset formats since videos use published at while comments use comment date. Section D3 includes the sentiment function that converts text into a polarity score and sentiment category, positive, negative, or neutral. This function is used heavily in both E1 and E3. Now, moving to section E. Section E1 investigates the monthly distribution of positive, negative, and neutral sentiments from January 2020 to January 2021. I grouped sentiment by month, channel, and sentiment category for both video titles and comments. I discovered that video titles remained mostly neutral, as expected from news channels. Comments, however, showed strong emotional spikes, especially during major news events. The stack bar charts in the section clearly reveal these monthly trends. And these are my observations. Observation 1. In most channels, the dominating sentiment in the video title is neutral, showing that publishers generally maintain a factual and less emotional tone. At the same time, comments tend to show higher positive or negative polarity. This means audience react more emotionally than the presentation of news. Observation 2. There are distinct spikes in negative comment sentiment each month as major news events occur. From political issues to health updates to crisis related stories, this shows that viewer sentiment really does vary with real world events and not just with how the video title frames the content. Now moving on to section E3. Section E3 checks whether certain words in a video titles lead to certain sentiments in comments. Using NLP pre-processing, I extracted meaningful words from each title and grouped them based on the sentiment of the associated comments. In the result, positive sentiment comments were linked to the title words like win, success, good. Negative comments clustered around words such as crisis, attack, death, breaking. The three word clouds, positive, negative, and neutral, clearly visualize these differences. This supports the hypothesis that title wording influences viewer sentiment. And the observations are positive sentimental titles include words like update, win, good, or success. These words are also associated with more positive viewer responses. As such, it suggests that uplift or solution focused language in the title tends to yield more supportive and optimistic comments. And observation 2, most negative sentiments title include emotionally charged words such as crisis, attack, breaking, death, or issue. These kinds of headlines elicit higher negative sentiment in the comments, showing that audience respond well to alarmist or conflict-ridden language. Some challenges I faced included mismatched data columns, date columns, missing channel names in comments, and key errors due to grouping. I solved these by merging datasets correctly, standardizing all date time values, and handling empty or invalid rows. The project helped me complete a full data science workflow from collecting real API data to cleaning, analyzing, and visualizing sentiment patterns. I gained insights into how new titles shape viewer reaction and how emotional trends change across months and channels. Thank you for watching.